we are here at the Inside Edge. This is a really special treat today. So we have Abdelsayed here with us. Keller Williams, realtor, total boss lady, and we actually got connected in a really unique way.
I know.
But thank you so much for coming down here today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I am so honored to be on your podcast. So.
Yeah. You know, if we could kind of get a little personal real quick, if you don't mind. You know, everybody's dealing with some type of resistance in their business today.
Yeah.
Whether it may be an illness, or maybe someone is dealing with doubt or insecurities or anxiety. Maybe someone is dealing with a tough boss, someone that it's tough to work with as an employee, or coworkers, I should say.
Right.
So with your resistance, it was an injury. You know, you told me that you didn't walk for like a year. Like you were literally laying down for a year.
Yeah.
The toll that takes on your personal motivation and who you are, you know, the definition of your goals and who you're trying to build yourself to be.
Yeah.
Like, how was that process, and kind of where did you find yourself, and maybe where did you find God, and how did that evolve?
Well, I mean, everything that I thought was so important, God had to take away so that I could realize that like the real value was within me. And I had worked so hard to build a lucrative career at a top marketing agency in New York City. And at the time I was in a relationship, so we were like the quintessential power couple. And I had this beautiful luxury car that I worked so hard for, and designer everything. And you know, and I was in perfect health, and I was running and all of this stuff. And then the accident really was like that huge like wake up call, like I'm gonna take everything you thought was important and I'm gonna show you who you really are. And it was really hard for me at the time because I was like, I had worked my entire life, you know, up to 27 years at the time for all of these things, and now everything was just robbed away from me. And God really used that time that I was out of work. You know, I was living with my parents, I didn't have a car, I didn't have a job, I wasn't in a relationship, and God used that time to say, like, who are you inside? And I really had to rebuild my confidence, my self-esteem, like who God created me to be. And I think that's when I realized, you know what, I'm more than these things, what's on the outside. Like there's a lot inside that I needed to work on, and that God created me to be, and I needed to, that was who I was, not any of the other stuff. So even this career now, I love real estate, but it's really wherever God brings me is where I'm going.
All of our newer realtors out there, or even realtors that are trying to refresh and refine and rejuvenate their skills, could you share some of your do's and don'ts, what you would have done differently, some of the things that you could encourage our viewers to do if you're a realtor, or just getting into sales and the business in general?
Yeah, absolutely. For me, when I was first getting started, I was interested in renovating homes. So I joined investor networks because that's what I wanted to do and was doing. And I I created a new network for myself and began to leverage that. But there's a lot of moms out there, or if you're part of a religious organization, that you're already in a network, that you have a spot because, you know, people know you and like you and trust you already. So if you're not authentic to yourself, like for me, it wouldn't make sense for me to go into a mom network and try to leverage that because I'm not a mom. But someone that is, that's a perfect opportunity for them. The same thing with someone that's not an investor, and then you try to come into an investor network, you're not even speaking the same language. So I would say the first thing is just be authentic to who you are and leverage the networks that you're already a part of.
Align yourself with the networks, yes.
Yeah. And then I would also say to get a great mentor, or align yourself with a company that has great mentors for you. And make sure that your mentor is aligned with your values as well. So if you're at a new brokerage, make sure that you like and understand and trust the leadership in place. Or if there's a lot of top producers, see how you can add value to one of the top producers so that they can, you know, kind of show you the ropes.
So, as you guys know, if you've been keeping up with the Inside Edge, I always ask our guests to pass down the baton to another female in real estate. Again, it could be anybody from an attorney to accounting to realtor. We've had title, Ashley Bourbano. We've had a mortgage coach, Christine Beckwith, on the show. Nicolina, who's a professional stager. And Kelly Rice, who's actually a mortgage branch manager. I think I hit all of you guys so far. So, who would you say would be a great fit for the next episode?
Well, I have the perfect person. She's a power player in the Philadelphia market. She came from New Jersey and really established herself and her name and her brand in a new city, and now she's dominating. So I'm going to pass the baton down to Rafalina Merlino.
Rafalina, wow. Well, listen, Rafalina, if you're watching this, I cannot wait to meet you. And thank you so much. You know, I think we really pulled out a lot of deeper inner workings of the foundation in our businesses, really covering, you know, how you can really build your brand, how you've had success, what has worked, what hasn't worked, making sure you're being raw, real, and authentic to yourself, and really making sure that you're doing your branding.
I would say thank you so much for, you know, this opportunity and being on your podcast. You deliver so much value to your clients and everyone on your social media, and I love what you do. So I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, thanks for driving down here. So excited. All right, and until next time, Rafalina, we'll see you on the next episode of The Inside Edge. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.